Good morning to a brand new day. Time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun. Learning is good for everyone.
Suddenly, Clifford dives into the pool. I think he wants to help. Hey, welcome back to Discovery Ranch. I'm Mr. Dawson, and I'm here to take you on discovery so you can learn how to read and write. Join me here each day so we can learn things together. And I'm excited because this is Reading and Writing Day. Well, really, we've been writing all week, haven't we? Do you remember what I want you to do? I want you to write me a paragraph talking about the shapes that are important to you. Do you remember? I've been saying that all week. And when you write to me and send it to me so I can read it, I'm going to send you an activity book. I want to read about shapes and the paragraph that you've written about them. Oh, I can't wait till you send them to me. I'm waiting. All right, let's get busy on today's business. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to finish up with our sight words. We've done all these sight words. Remember, sight words are important because when you know them in your brain, when you see them, you'll go, oh, I know that word. Or when you're going to write them, you go, oh, I know it's in my brain, I can write it. Let's take a look at our last 12. Here we go. A-S spells as. T-H-I-S spells this. I-F spells if. F-R-O-M spells from. T-O-O spells to. M-Y spells my. A-T spells at. H-A-V-E spells have. A-N-D spells and. T-H-A-T spells that. H-E-L-P spells help. And I-S spells is. Isn't that awesome? Yes. Look at all the 60 words. That's 60 words that you know now. That is a lot of words. Oh my goodness, that is so exciting. I'm going to put it right here, right now. What is next? All right, let's look at our essential question. What is our essential question? What shapes do you see around you? Oh my goodness, what shapes? Oh, let's look around the room and see what shapes we can see. Oh my goodness, I see the activity books. Look at this activity book. What shape could this be? Right, it's a rectangle. Oh, and my friend gave me this. What shape do you see? Yes, a circle. A circle. Do you see any other shapes? Oh, I think they've hidden one around here. Do you see it? Do you see it? I see it. It's right here. Look, what shape is this? Yes, it's a square. We've been talking about shapes, and there's shapes all around, even our sight words. What shape are the sight word cards? Rectangle. And did you notice on the tree what shape is on? What shape is this? What shape is that? What are these shapes? I would say that they're the flower shape. Oh my goodness. Oh, what shapes do you see around you at your home? And you remember, you could write about it in your paragraph and tell me what are the shapes that are around you that are important. Right. We want to know those things. Shapes. Shapes are so, so cool. All right. I want to talk about our story that we're going to do for today. The title of this story is Find the Shapes. How many words are there in that title? Here we go. Let's count them. I put my finger in the spaces to count. 1, 2, and 3. Do you see a sight word in our title? Yes. Do you see? When you see it, you say, oh, I know that one. I remember. Yes, The spells the. That is amazing. Now, as always, we need to figure out some things about this book. The first thing is this informational or is it narrative? Remember, informational means it has a lot of information and it's all true. And narrative, it may be true, it may not be true. It's usually a story text that gives us a story. And as always, we have to figure out at the end of the story, is this story fiction, which means it's not true, no. Or is it nonfiction? What does that mean? Yes, it's true, yes. So is this story fiction or nonfiction? All right. Now, before we get going, I want to draw your attention to something. It's a text feature. Let's talk about text features. Now, let's look at page 26 and 27 because I want to show you the author put something in bold. Look, there's bold right there and there's bold right here. And all of those, wouldn't you know it, are sight words. It says, what am I? But what was the author thinking about when he made these words bold? Bold text is trying to tell you and draw your attention to what it says because the author thinks it's important. In this case, it's a question. How do I know it's a question? Because the punctuation mark is a question mark. And that means it's a question that needs to be answered. What am I? I wonder what that's going to mean. Look, it says it again. What am I? The bold print is drawing my attention because there's probably a question for us to answer. All right, let's go back to the beginning of the story. Where is it? There we go. All right, let's read this story. Are you ready? Find the shapes. Ooh, this is exciting. Look around you. What shapes do you see? Do you see the sight words in there? Oh my goodness, there's so many sight words. Some objects have more than one shape. What shapes can you find in each object? Oh, look. What shape do you see there? Triangle. Ooh, there's a whole bunch of triangles there. What shape do you see here? There's some triangles and a little bit of a circle. Here's a circle for sure. Do you see how the shapes are all around us? Okay, let's keep going. Many things may have the same shape, but they are different in other ways. Name the picture that solves the riddle. Oh, there's a riddle. Here's a riddle. I have a square shape. I am soft to touch. What am I? So I have some blocks, and I have a picture frame with a picture in it, and then I have a pillow. Which square is soft to touch? Yeah, the pillow. Good job, the pillow. Okay, here we go. Let's go to the next one. Another riddle. Oh, this is cool. I have a circle shape. I can bounce on the floor. What am I? So I have a yo-yo, some marbles, and a basketball. Which circle can bounce on the floor? That's what that bold text is telling us. Right, it's the basketball. Nice job. Let's keep going. I have a rectangle shape. I am long and wide. I can give you a ride. What am I? All of these are rectangles, but which one can give a ride? Right, the bus. Good job. Okay, here's another one. I have a triangle shape. The wind makes me move. I am made of cloth. And here's that bold print again. What am I? Would it be the pyramid or a triangle or the sail? Which one? Right, it would be the sail. That is amazing. Let's keep going. This is so many riddles. We see shapes at school. We see shapes in nature. We see shapes at home. What shapes do you see? Oh, look at all those shapes. there are so many shapes there. It makes me think of our writing. Let's take a look at our writing. Let me take down our essential question, if I can. And I'll put it right here, and then I'll get our writing for today. By the way, while we're thinking about our writing, while I'm thinking about our writing, did you see that that was an informational text? Because all the information in there was true. So what does that mean for us? That means that this has to be nonfiction, which means it's true. Okay, let's take a look at our writing, and then we're going to conclude there for today for sure. So, what does it say? It says, find the shapes. It says, which thing is different from the others in its group? And circle it. Okay, let's look at the first one. What is different? Which one is different in the group? Right. It is the pillow. Good job. Okay, let's look at this one. Which one is different from the others in the group? Which one is flat? Which thing is flat? Right, it's the yo-yo. So the thing that is soft is a pillow, and the thing that is flat is a yo-yo. Ooh, I'm going to write. I need to write. So how am I going to do that? Oh, I know. I need to move to the other side so you guys can see it. Here I go. Let me just move really quick. And here we go. So I want to write a thing that is soft is, what was it? It was a pillow. The thing that is soft is a pillow. How do you say A? A is a sight word. Do you know how to spell it? A, right. And then pillow. Pillow. P-I-L-L-O-W. How many syllables are in pillow? Pill-low. 2. We did that. Okay, a thing that is flat is what? A yo-yo. Right. A yo-yo. Oh, I see something. I see a mistake I did. I put a period there, but I forgot the period here. Nice. Look, we finished our sentence. Let's read it. Oh, here's my pointer. A thing that is soft is a pillow. And I have my period, so that makes that a sentence. A thing with flat sides is a yo-yo. Look at all those shapes. Look at us squares and these circles. They're all shapes. Isn't that amazing? Oh, we've had so much fun this week. I'm hoping that you will write to me a paragraph about the shapes that you can find around your house and send it to me. I want to read about all the shapes that you can find or that are important to you at your house. Well, we've talked about writing this week. We've learned about AR and how it says R. We reviewed the sight words, so many things we've done. I wonder what we'll do next week. Well, you'll have to join me next week to find out. We'll see you later. Bye-bye. Good morning to a brand new day. Time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun. Learning is good for everyone.